Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to a new episode of When You're Delusional, You're Gonna Be on TikTok. I do hope you're gonna enjoy the video, so let's just get into it.
Is anyone else dating in your 30s, men specifically, and you're like, this can't get any worse at all? And then you open your cities, are we dating the same guy group? And the amount of like stunningly gorgeous women who you see posting men who look below average, and then a bunch of other gorgeous women will comment how this average looking man has also screwed them over. What is going on these days?
Well, I could go ahead and blame bottled water. They must be putting something in that giving you all the princess syndrome. There is no other explanation for all of you to think that you're all gorgeous, and in return, all the men are below average. Or I could be wrong and you're all gorgeous. And if that's the case, it's sad, really. Sad as in all you have to offer is your looks, and because of that, all you can pull is below average men.
I was just looking at that page that's like, are we dating the same guy? And first of all, it's fascinating and it's a crazy resource. But also, like, 90% of the dudes that get posted in there, I'm just like, this is it? Like, some girl will just post, like, the most foul-looking man, the most mediocre dude to ever grace this earth. And they're like, ladies, this one is a walking red flag. And then all the comments will be like, oh yeah, he did me dirty too. And I'm like, that guy? We're in the freaking trenches down here, like scraping the bottom of the barrel, just. And these women that post these men, I'll go and look at their profiles if they're not anonymous. Just the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
Yeah, it must be tough. Well, I'm gonna say it again. When all you have to offer is your looks, a quality man that wants more than that is not gonna take you seriously. And all of you dating in your 30s angels will have to settle. And if what you're saying is true and they're beautiful women with the most ugly men, then that's the sign that you're trying to settle. And what's even funnier is that not even those men that you're settling with will take you seriously. It must be rough being played by the men that you didn't even want it in the beginning, but hey, you played yourself, congratulations. If there is such a thing as a silver lining, at least you're still being played. Give it a few more years, you're gonna be invisible.
You know what's really funny? I've been seeing a lot lately on this app, girls telling other girls that like, oh, you can solve all of your problems about not being confident, about overthinking, about anxiety, just by being straight up delusional. Like, you just have to start thinking, oh, I'm the most confident and hot person on the planet, or like, I'm the most confident person in the room. Start thinking those things, even if you know they're not true, just to like, help with the mindset, right? What I think is funny is that that is just how men operate in life. Men are like always overconfident. They always have these huge egos that have no basis or foundation, and they always act like they're entitled to things that they are not entitled to. And like, yeah, it works. That's why like we're now recommending women to do it, but we just call it delusion because it is. Men are delusional.
Yeah, well, not that you're way too young to act like you discovered the secret of life, but you have no idea what you're talking about. There is a difference in being delusional and being confident. The man that is confident, he doesn't think he's the most attractive man on the planet. That's the difference. He knows he is not and he doesn't care. He's gonna come up and talk to you, and if you don't talk to him, the next one will. And he's not doing it because he's delusional. He's doing it because he knows the next one will.
We are closing the cheating gap. While males have typically been the ones that are committing a lot more infidelity, the gap might be narrowing. Now, this makes sense for potentially a few reasons. As women are earning more and working more, we're seeing a change in the power dynamics in these relationships. Meaning that the people that cheat maybe typically have been able to support the means of doing that. So because men had more control in the past, they were able to cheat with more ease. But now that the playing field is a little bit more leveled, we're closing that gap pretty quickly. I also think it's fascinating that men and women may cheat for different reasons statistically. And this is close to home as I'm someone that has cheated on someone. And I think a lot of women are doing a lot more of that emotional cheating as opposed to the more physical side, or at least that's more of their motive. But at the end of the day, a lot of cheating seems to be because there's something missing in the relationship, and they're able to get that elsewhere. And for men, a lot of the time that physical attraction carries a lot more weight in the relationships. Not only is this interesting, but I think it's showing this opportunity where men and women are starting to transition into a more equal power dynamic, which is why this gap might be closing. But the more level playing field is an opportunity for all of us to communicate better and create a more equal partnership. It doesn't have to be about who has the upper hand. This is a chance for us to have more honest, open conversations that are difficult with each other, but ultimately will help us grow and I think make us happier in the long run. But what do you think?
I think that was a nice try, but no. And coming from one who cheated before, absolutely not. Cheating has nothing to do with the power dynamic in the relationship. It has everything to do with who you are and what character you have. Let's take a look for a second at the reasons why you cheat. My partner stopped paying attention to me. The other person was really there for me. I was having doubts in my relationship. The other person was really hot. I was bored. Maybe you'd like to explain to me what boredom has anything to do with power dynamic in the relationship. And yeah, if you're cheating on your partner because you're bored, you're just a horrible person. And no, just because you're working more or earning more, that's still a horrible excuse to go around and cheat on your partner.
Here's your half.
Why? Why can't I have that half?
Okay, here.
But why did you want to give me that to begin with?
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's
But
literally the
why-
same sandwich cut in half.
But why didn't you want to give me that one first?
I don't care which one you want. Here, you want this one? Take it.
No, I want that one now. Blaze!
What one you want now? It's the same thing.
Never mind, I don't want anything.
Why? Why put yourself through that? It's not a joke, it's not funny, so why? Like the man at the bottom of the screen said, the one who staged this video, just let her go. It cannot be any simpler than that. Just let her go. Go your own way. Do you really want to put yourself through that for the rest of your life? Because if the answer is yes, then that's on you. But it's not gonna get any better than this, it's only gonna get worse.
You know that saying, men change for the one? I was talking to one of my good friends yesterday about this topic. If you've been in a position where the guy you were talking to or dating for a while did not change, but then you guys broke up and then later down the road, they did do those things. Men change when they're ready to change, and then depending on who is there in their life during that time, that person gets the best version of them. Because they were ready to change. They were realizing, like, maybe I need to stop doing the things that I've been doing. And that person that walked into their life during that time just got the best version of them. If she had met him before he had this epiphany in his head that he needed to change, she would have dealt with the same version of him that you did.
No, she wouldn't have. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate that you and your friend got together and you discovered what men do. But no, men don't change and people don't change in general. But men do compromise and men do things, maybe the ones that they wouldn't do before, for the one that we think it's worth it. It's not just that he didn't do those things for you, you didn't know how to bring it out of him. And the next girl does. The next one didn't just ask for those things. She knew how to get those things. She knew whenever she got those things, she had to reciprocate the same effort that he was putting in. You didn't. Men don't just have an on-off switch and whenever he thinks he's ready to get married, he switches it to on. I know this is what TikTok is telling you, but no. In most cases, we're gonna do the exact same things in every single relationship that we have, and we will move on until we find the one who knows how to appreciate those things. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. This is gonna be the end of the video. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and I will see you in the next one.